So, David, tell me a little bit about your bike.
So it's a 2018 BMW R1200 GSA. So it's not the new fancy 1250. It's just the 1200. It is water cooled.
You mean you don't buy a new bike every year?
No, it's funny because there was a time in 2018 where I did buy one 3 times. I bought this bike 3 times.
Oh.
So I've totaled this model twice.
Ouch.
And that was unfortunate, but I made it out okay, which is why I always wear all this gear. So. And now it's got the same, I wrapped it twice because when 2 weeks later, I totaled it right after I wrapped it, which that sucked.
I like the wrap, man. It's really nice. Did you design it?
I did design it, and then I had a local company called, their company name is Print Tree out of Chattanooga, and they did a really good job on it, but they collaborated with me. Unfortunately, they said they'll never do another one.
All the curves.
It was not easy, yeah. And I helped them wrap it, but honestly, I think I could wrap it myself now just because of what I learned while I was helping them wrap it. So
I love your luggage setup. What do you have going on here?
So this is the hard, guys who go off-road, and I do go off-road, significant off-road, and you'll hear a lot of the guys go, oh, never use, hard bags if you go off-road and blah, blah, blah. And I get it. I mean, breaking an ankle is a very legitimate issue. Part of that is, when you're going down, you don't try to save the bike.
Right.
You just go down. You jump. And so that's part of it. But it's interesting because every world traveler up until recently that we know of, Simon and Lisa Thomas, they 15 years, hard bags. Sam Manicom, hard bags. Sure. Ted Simon, hard bags. Yeah. So it's like, okay.
Although Ted did break his leg on his last round the world trip.
Yeah. So, but the reality is if you're going into places that you do need to secure your gear, especially the type of gear that we carry.
I know, that's why I like the hard bags. When I'm riding on the road, I use my GV hard bags. But when we go off-road, I do typically go to, simply because those who have seen episode 13 of our Moto Photo Adventures series, they saw me drop mine and I came real close to getting an ankle stuck.
Yeah, but it can happen. I mean, especially with one like this, if it goes down, like I have to take bags off in order to lift it if it's angled wrong. Like a lot of times I can, and that's why I have this. This is Touratech gear, so it doesn't come like this. It's typically just this lower bars. I added this upper part because if it rolls over and you're on a slope, it will roll on over and then it will break this panel, which is not cheap.
Oh, right.
It's cosmetic, but it still breaks. And so this right here, I can toss it all the way over. And if you notice,
it's probably a good handle to pick up.
It's an excellent handle to pick up with. And then also, I broke both of these off.
Yeah,
and honestly, I like that better. I don't like having the whole bar, especially when I'm off-road.
So what's your favorite add-on and accessory, whatever that you've put on?
It's funny because like a lot of BMW owners, they farkle it to death, right? And honestly, everything I've got on this one is very, very functional. I don't have a lot of fancy stuff on it. Everything I've got on here.
I noticed you didn't put the streaming tassels.
There's that one leather braid one that I've been really looking at, but I hadn't gone there yet. I'm looking for a blue, white, black one, and then maybe I'll roll with that. But
of course, if you get that one, you also have to install the banana seat.
But yeah,
the Moscow gear looks really nice, very functional. I like that your Camelback is on your tank bag instead of your back.
It's a great option for if you go on hikes and stuff when you get somewhere, instead of having your other Camelback, because I can actually throw some stuff in there. And that I wish they would make one that was like camera friendly, but that still had their design, because I really like the design. I just kind of wish it went about like that, where it would have enough room to put just one camera in. I think that would be great.
Yeah.
But it's so, well, it's not strapped right now, but it's solid on there. So off-road, it's not, when you're standing, you're getting down and up. It's not in the way and stuff like that. I tried the magnetic ones and I had my camera in it, and I hit a bump and it literally lifted off. And I caught it on the way down. Oh,
no way.
Yeah, it was my brand new Sony camera at the time. It's like, oh my gosh. So I went with Moscow. This looks really heavy, but in reality, this is just a sleeping bag. I've got a water pack in here. That's a poncho. These are my clothes. I like that because if I want my clothes, I don't have to get into any of this stuff.
Like
my
if you
bag's
go in
gonna
a
stay
hotel or
locked.
something, you can just grab that.
Exactly, and that's all I need. This is my tent over here, which is a Hilleberg tent. I love that tent. And then I usually throw a tripod under the beaver tail. This bag is typically for my iPad or laptop, depending. And then I'll put like a jacket and just the miscellaneous gear that you never really find a home for.
Right.
I also put my entire toolkit in there, so that kind of balances the weight.
Keeps the weight
and it keeps the weight low. So this is, I think this is less than 10 pounds. This is right at 10 pounds, 9.8 pounds for that tent. And then, well, I've already got it strapped on now. This is marginal.
This is usually your drone?
This is all of my camera gear, so it's chocked full. So,
nice.
And that's unfortunately very heavy and it's up high, so it's kind of bad. The benefit though is I can take all the bags off, leave this on, and I can do hard off-road and still have all my camera gear.
Gotcha. That is pretty slick, man. I like it. It's,
Oh, and this little gadget.
it's mounted upside down.
It is.
Just so you know.
I know, yeah. This is actually a winch mount.
Oh, okay.
So it's all wired in, and under that seat is the plug, and so it's a 1,300 pound winch. That it's a cool winch because it just dangles in the air. So you strap it to your bike, and then to a tree, and as it pulls in, it just dangles. But it works. It's a great winch.
You must have picked that up as a tip from all your Jeep days.
Yeah.
You never see an off-road Jeep without a winch on the front.
And I have been stuck with this thing, and if you're, I travel alone a lot.
Now, is this the one that fell down the embankment in North Carolina?
Yes, this one was upside down not that long ago. In fact,
and you have a great video of that. Check out his channel, Amazing Life, and see the video of him recovering this bike.
it was not an easy process.
Nice, man. Well, that's a great
and then
setup.
on the front, I've got, I'm a big light fan. I've got Clearwater lights, and these are the Ericas. Those are 5,000 lumens each. And then those are the Darlas, and those are 3,000 lumens each. So,
and you haven't changed anything functionally from the bike standpoint. No aftermarket shocks or anything like that.
Not yet. So these shocks typically last. You can usually get about 50, 60,000 out of them. And so at that point, I'll probably go with the TourTech system.
Sure. Because
this does have the auto ESA, the leveling.
Right.
So if I'm carrying my wife or if I'm carrying a load, I can bump it up and raise it up. I also raise it up when I'm off road because it gives me a little bit more clearance.
Cool.
And then that's where this is the Black Dog skid plate. I've had that thing forever. In fact, that may have come from it's bulletproof.
Wow.
I like the looks of the Mototech?
Yeah. SW Mototech. SW Mototech.
I like the looks of theirs better, and so if I had to buy it over again, I'd probably get that one. But
That's
this
really
one's
funny
extremely functional.
On my CB500X, I didn't like the looks of the SW Mototech.
Oh, is that right?
So I went with a Motea, a different brand. But that's funny that you say you like the looks.
Well, on this one, it just kind of forms to the shape of the engine a little better than this. This one looks like a sled pan.
Sure. And I noticed you've also got the BMW navigation system.
So the 2018 model and forward has got the TFT screen, which is now connected to your phone, and you've got a connected app, and you can do pretty much all of your routing without a Garmin. I still like having the both. A lot for the point that I use my phone for so many other things. Like I don't want to dedicate my life to that. I like having a way to have two options, and 2 is 1, 1 is 9.
Right,
it really means a lot. And so the navigator is great. It is integrated into the Wonder Wheels, what they call this thing. So I can zoom in, zoom out. I can change screens and that kind of stuff with that.
Nice.
And it's all integrated.
Very cool. And I know Jason loves his mirrors. You have the same.
Yeah, the ones that come with it, they're 120 each. And I can get a pair of these for 100. And if I break one, they'll send me a new one. Double take mirrors is what these are.
Yeah, Jason really likes this. The cool thing he likes about it is, it's a ball mount from Ram. So he can also mount.
You can take it off and put a camera on it if you want.
Camera on it, yeah.
Yeah, it works great. But they're rock solid, and like even if you crash or whatever, or if you go off road,
you fold them in.
You fold them in, loosen them up, and fold them in, and then they're out of the way. And then this windshield will go down.
Nice.
To get out of the way as well.
Very cool, man. It's a great bike.
It's
nice to have a BMW in the mix. I know we're normally Suzuki and Honda and stuff, but it's really neat to see your setup, man.
Well, it's been a lot of fun riding with you guys, so I'm looking forward to the next level.
Don't forget to check out Amazing Life, you guys. We've got some cool videos over there, Jeep and motorcycle as well. And good to have you, brother.
Appreciate it. Enjoying it.